there, where were we now? Okay, these are the two jack pines that we've been doing a lot of observations on. This one was the most chlorosis needles. Of course, in spite of all this, well, no, I was going to say in spite of all this rain, it may not have reached the root level yet, but in fact, it shouldn't have dried out since about December. The winter is the wet season here, if you can call it that. Ooh, getting a little warm and humid. One thing I'm not used to is warm humidity out here. No matter how saturated it gets, it's usually like not long before it all just dissipates. Well, it seems to be stabilizing, and whatever it's doing on the pine cones here, let's stop. Here's a low branch. Ooh, but those ones aren't. Those ones are definitely getting worse. Let's have a look at this lower branch here. Oh, try again. Okay, there we go. Climb the tree, climb out on the branches without ever actually leaving the ground. Okay, let's see what the tips are doing. Yeah, I can't see in this small screen. Okay, and then there's this one. This little one that's doing really enormous amount of growing yellow. So what's happening at the tips? And that's pretty usual. It's usually the bottom rule of thumb on monoecious and deciduous plants. First thing to get sacrificed are the oldest, the bottom branches. Especially when they're not a fully mature tree. Which is certainly the case with this little guy. Okay, let's gotta get out of this sun. Just one more look. Here, guys, hang on. Let's have a look at how these hollyhocks are doing, because these were the worst of them. These aren't hollyhocks. They're right in behind. Almost look like a relative to the pea plant. That's what I was calling the yellow orchids. No, I don't see anything new on the hollyhocks, other than they're going all veiny and waxy, but that could just be trying to repair itself. And of course the what is it? Killer spray chem calls it plant rot, leprosy, I think. That's okay. We're just leaving room for you professional botanists. I have all kinds of Latin term books that you've just had to study to get your postgraduate to come in and correct us, or better yet, upload and pirate, recycle everything, and in my case, and make it your own and add it to yours and make it go further, because that's what it's all about. Getting the word out, giving humanity one more chance to learn how to make informed decision processes. As doomed as I believe we are at this point. Yes, I used that word. There's one thing I know about sentient life. Life begets life. And respects it. If there's any way it can join into something it agrees with, it can be damn sure it's gonna. If it knows to. And knows how to. Yeah, you guys just gonna sit there? Here, Bear. Here. You guys sit out in the sun. Go have your bones, okay? Here's the other one. There's Mo. Had to feed her raw garlic while I gave her all of them. Not knowing what she may have ingested from that decomposed bone. It still has like ligaments and shit on it. Lest we forget as remarkable as dogs are at dealing with eating carrion. Normally, you throw a little bit of extra factors in there, like the old Fukushima fallout. Oh, see that wart? Oh, and it's not limited. Try the magnifying glass. Oh yeah, see? What are those? That right there. And you know, even when these things do turn out, again, just like I was coincidentally talking about the dog's wonderful immune system and ability to carry in and not end up with contagious infections, and all that changes. Not only do the infections change biologically, genetically, under nuclear mutations, but so do our metabolisms. Again, very complex. There's, you know, and barely even acknowledged. Won't use the term understood. This is the, what did I decide it was, an alder? Right by the desert duck pond. And keep in mind, this isn't isolated. Which really isn't, is by no means a conclusive suggestion. Because again, you know, if it's not direct damage, it could be like a new mold mutation of a common mold that they had immunity to, but not the new variant. This is the complexity of the matrix of life. Well, these streak marks aren't progressing. By and large, they're not turning into those rot holes where the tissue dies and then just they seem to be holding their own. Again, that's speculation. Without even a microscopic examination and a lot of specialized knowledge, that's all it is, right? We're not so much trying to draw conclusions or suggest or incite anything other than awareness and everyone participating in their areas, especially if they've been under the jet stream. When precipitation events happen. This is data collection. For many reasons. Looks like everyone's chilling out in the pond. Mm-hmm. Just such beautiful bird song, huh? Oop. Yeah, I heard somebody out there. Or we missed them. By we, I mean the camera. I got to see them. Yeah, we'll just jaw on the dogs for a bit. Yeah, it's not working out too well, eh? Alright. There's a duck nest there. I thought I heard them doing something yesterday. Yeah, well, we'll make it some more treats. Or before I finish off the plant samples, let's just have a look at this. Stand the cottonwoods. I mean, it's obviously under duress. Eh? Look at you see those from the roots and whatnot? So it might have something to do with that. That's not new duress, by the way. Might have something to do with the late blooming. Certainly not happy. And this is another one of the same species, I think. Let me just get closer, because it's also greatly delayed. Oh no, that's birch, which is greatly delayed. I think our water's a little higher, but that, you know, a few extra inches shouldn't really do it. But we had the whole area disturbed. They had a big excavator cutting back the, massacring all the trees all along River Road there. It used to be a huge canopy that looked to be about 25 years old. And Argo, I guess I mentioned this. Argo saw fit to chop her all down to try and address some other concerns. they obviously didn't realize that it was this area right here was wildlife protected. But they did, I mean, they did try and do their best to stay within the road right away. So, you know, I don't think they actually technically made any violations, but... And the second I pointed out to them about a few concerns I knew, they responded immediately like professionals, which were erosion problems that I suspected they may induce with their maintenance work. The limits of the economics of being a privatized contractor. You try and give a bid based on a formula that, and well, Murphy's Law, eh? Well, I'll just leave it at that. Oh, yeah, okay, let's just throw in a little bit of weather report here. Let's see, what do we got here about midnight Wednesday. That would be Thursday a.m. UTC time. We will be we will be having a probably a mild geomagnetic storm. Some of that widening and increasing coronal hole. There's now 3 of them. Including the one at the South Pole, which is closing up. Basically, we're getting the solar wind that's spewed forth from them over the last 3 or 4 days. Shouldn't be a big event, but you never know. All kinds of things can happen. Okay, we'll just. Oh yeah, right. Can't include a solar report if we don't give a quick flash of the sun. Okay, here we go. There we go. So there you go. You went in North America, us in North America. I would say along about supper time. Yeah, about lunchtime on Thursday. We should be dealing with a little bit of not milk from our creator, but milk from our heavenly host.